Have you ever felt like you were born into the wrong reality? Like you could sense things others couldn't? Feel emotions so deeply it scared even you? Have you ever wondered why your mind never shuts off? Why your heart feels ancient? Why the world around you seems so loud, so numb, so fake? I used to think something was wrong with me, that I was broken, too sensitive, too intense, too lost in my own head, but maybe I wasn't broken. Maybe I was just early. Maybe I was tuned into something others couldn't hear. Maybe I was born remembering things most people spend a lifetime forgetting. Maybe my pain was a calling, a sign that I came here to feel everything so I could help others remember how. Chapter 1. The Mind as a Storm. The mind can feel like a storm, always moving, always loud, a hurricane of thoughts crashing against each other, demanding attention. For most of my life, I lived in that storm, overthinking, overanalyzing, feeling everything all the time. People told me to relax, to let things go. But how could I, when I was built to notice what others ignored? They saw a quiet room. I saw tension behind every breath. They heard silence. I heard everything unsaid. I felt like a lightning rod for the invisible, picking up on energies, patterns, vibrations that others couldn't see. I was told I cared too much, felt too much, thought too deeply, so I started to believe them. I wore the label, broken, but in silence. When the noise faded, I could hear something else. A whisper, not of damage, but of depth. Close your eyes. Take a breath, feel the space behind your thoughts, the silence between them. That is where you live. That space, that stillness, it wasn't emptiness. It was truth. The storm was never me. It was what I was moving through. I just never knew how to step outside it. But now I do. Chapter 2. The False Self. Somewhere along the way, I built a version of me that fit. It wore smiles at the right times, said what people wanted to hear, hid the chaos, hid the light. This false self was praised, accepted, liked, but it wasn't me. And every time I wore it, a little more of the real me died, because pretending is exhausting, and the soul can only take so much disconnection before it starts to break or rebel. We shapeshift to survive. We betray ourselves to belong, and then wonder why we feel so empty. Notice the masks you've worn to be loved. Now ask yourself, did they love you or the mask? The most radical act of healing is being fully you, even if it means being misunderstood. Chapter 3. The Search for Control. I chased control like it was safety. If I could predict everything, plan everything, maybe I'd finally feel okay. But control is a lie, a seductive illusion that hides our fear of surrender. Trying to control your life is like trying to calm the ocean by holding your breath. You think your tension will protect you, but it only keeps you drowning. Control was my comfort, my armor, my false god. But peace doesn't live in rigid plans. It lives in the body, in presence, in trust. Let go, breathe. The river already knows the way. Close your eyes now. Feel what you're trying to control. Is it a person, a timeline, a version of yourself? Now imagine releasing it. Not as defeat, but as devotion. Trust is not weakness, it's wisdom. Chapter 4. Emotions as waves. We fear our emotions because we were never taught how to feel them. We were taught to fix them, numb them, shame them. But emotions are waves, and waves aren't meant to be controlled, just ridden. Your sadness is not a flaw. Your anger is not a curse. Your fear is not weakness. They're visitors, messengers, each one guiding you back home. I learned that every emotion carries intelligence. Rage reveals boundaries. Grief clears the heart. Fear sharpens awareness. Even numbness is protection. When I finally stopped resisting my emotions, something magical happened. They started to speak, to teach, to heal. Close your eyes and find the place in your body where you feel the most. Just breathe there, stay there, witness. Breathe into it. Don't label it. Don't run from it. Let the wave rise. Let it crash. And then let it pass. Chapter 5, The Sky Behind It All. If the mind is a storm and emotions are waves, then who are you? You are the sky, always there. Untouched, watching, holding space for the chaos without becoming it. You're not your thoughts, not your feelings, not your wounds. You're the awareness watching all of it pass through. The mind will shout. The body will shake. The stories will try to pull you in, but the sky is still. You don't need to fix the storm. You just need to remember you are the sky. Return to that now. Visualize it. Above the clouds, beyond the noise. That vast openness. That is your truth. Chapter 6, Being Early. So no. I wasn't broken. I was early. I was tuned in to a frequency the world hadn't caught up to yet. I felt too deeply in a society that runs from feeling. I asked too
many questions in a world built on distraction. I saw through illusions that others still call reality. Being early is lonely, but it's not wrong. It means you're here to lead, not by shouting, but by being, by living gently, deeply, truthfully, in a way that reminds others they can do the same. You're not here to fit into this world. You're here to remember who you were before it told you who to be. You're not here to be normal. You're here to be true, and truth rarely fits neatly into boxes. Chapter 7, Awakening the True Self. Awakening doesn't happen all at once. It's not an explosion, it's a remembering, a slow unlearning of who you were taught to be, and a returning to what you always were. The true self doesn't shout. It doesn't need attention. It doesn't chase anything. It's patient, still, timeless. And it's been waiting for you beneath every breakdown, every dark night, every whisper of intuition. This self doesn't need to be worthy, it just needs to be allowed. Breathe, soften. You don't need to try so hard. The real you is already enough. You've spent so long searching for what you already are. Let this be the chapter where you come home. Closing reflection, transformation. So now, when my thoughts race, I listen gently. When my emotions rise, I welcome them. When I feel lost, I return to the breath. When I feel like controlling, I surrender, because I know now that I am not broken. I am just early. And maybe you are too. Maybe your sensitivity is your strength. Maybe your intensity is your intuition. Maybe your breakdown is your breakthrough. Close your eyes. Take a final breath. Feel your body soften. You are exactly where you need to be. There is no rush, no one to impress, nothing to fix. Just breathe, just presence, just you.